Welcome back to another episode of Inward News. It's your boy Dre. I said last week that we had measles. Well, apparently we got something bigger now. Oregon has the bubonic plague, the Black Death. You heard correctly. The bubonic plague is apparently going through Oregon. That took out 1/3 of the world. Last time we had that. So if we can get rid of that, that'd be great. Hopefully, somebody does something to remedy that issue. There's videos of Israeli soldiers destroying food warehouses in Gaza. Apparently Gaza is going through a famine. Wonder how that started. There's full videos of them with the construction things destroying food warehouses. Apparently there's also some other ones where they're setting them on fire. I didn't see any videos of that one, but I did see a straight up warehouse being torn down. And it's just how is this still a conversation? How is this still a debate on who needs what? Because every time there's a new video of Israel, it's some kids being sexually harassed. It's kids being yelled at. It's always negative videos of Israel. But every time I see a video of Gaza or Palestinians, it's them running into buildings to save people. It's them pulling their children out of rubble. It's them praying, even though, bad things are I think there was a point where you could get on Snapchat and you could see folks in Israel were partying, and then the Palestinians were crying or picking up bodies or dust and soot everywhere, little camps and whatnot. And everybody's just see, it's a loss on both sides, bro. How? What? We do not see the equality here. The Israel fighters that dressed up as medical professionals to storm the hospital. That one Israeli girl that was do not compare other genocides to what's going on right now in Gaza. Just bro, they understand it. Even they're saying it. That was a Freudian slip for sure, but it's true. You understand what you're doing, you recognize what you're doing. So it's how is it that people are still debating this? This is very clear cut and what's going on. Idaho has passed a bill to give the death penalty to those who tickle children. Good on Idaho. That's it. That's the story. Touch kids in Idaho, you get death penalty. So shout out to all them niggas in Idaho. Mississippi is back in the news for foul play against black folks. This time they've been shorthanding Alcorn State University, which is at HBCU, by about $258 million over the past 30 years. That's about $8 million a year. Apparently they've been giving all that extra money to Mississippi State University, which is a PWI. How much more can we say? Niggas is grimy out here. Black Americans got to deal with so much. And folks just think we be talking bro, what? Imagine being short of $8 million a year for 30 years. Nigga. Nigga, bro, stop it. And now a special report from our former Inward News host, Q.
I'm going to talk to y'all about the Fani Willis trial that has been taking place over the last few days, just to kind of put something on your mind. So for those of y'all who don't know, Fani Willis is the DA in Fulton County. She's the one that brought the RICO charges against former President Trump. It's alleged that DA Fani Willis was having some sort of relationship with one of the lawyers that she took on to her prosecution team against former President Trump. The trial's going on, and it's more and more evidence is coming out. So started off with the allegations, then it led up to the point where some more information came out about the two taking trips together. And thus far, since he's been working on her prosecution team, he has billed Fulton County for about $600,000. So it's all right, this kind of looked like, a situation of quid pro quo, where you benefit from messing around with the boss, so to say. So Those allegations came about, as well as it's alleged that they were taking trips out of the country together, and she kind of shot herself in the foot when she decided to take the stand in her own trial, which is a no-no.
So your office objected to us getting Delta records for flights that you may have taken with Mr. Wade.
Well, no, look. I object to you getting records. You've been intrusive into people's personal lives. You're confused. You think I'm on trial. These people are on trial for trying to steal an election in 2020. I'm not on trial, no matter how hard you try to put me on trial.
So my question was, do you have any problem?
I object to getting any personal records of mine.
Mr. Wade visits you at the place you laid your head.
When?
Has he ever visited you at the place you laid your head?
So let's be clear, because you lied in this. Let me tell you which one you lied in. Right here. I think you lied right here. No. This is the truth,
Judge.
And it is a lie. It is a lie.
Ms. Willis? Mr. Sena, thank you. We're going to take 5 minutes.
Thanks.
Be back in 5.
If you are a person that is on trial and you have witnesses in your defense, let the witnesses speak on your behalf. Do not take the stand if you don't have to. That's just some legal advice that I learned on the way up to this point. She takes the stand in her own trial, and the prosecution in her trial itself is asking her, questions like, okay, like, so how were you paying him? Like, is there transaction reports or like bank statements or something to track all this money? She said that she was only paying him in cash. I want you to think about your household and think, like, do you have like the liquidity within your household to just pay somebody cash? And if so, like, why? Especially if like it's on the up and up and related to business. Like, why are you just dealing out cash? Like, why do you have in excess of hundreds of thousands of dollars at your disposal to pay somebody in cash? She went on to defend herself by saying, cash is, just what I keep in my household. I don't, we always pay cash, and I never paid him in excess at one time of like $2,500. It's like, all right, cool. Where did the cash come from? Because she kept talking in circles around this question. So the prosecution asked another question, and they asked her, where did the money come from? She self-admittedly on stand said, she kept some of the money from her campaign, which is a no-no. Can't do that. Which brings me to say, like, isn't that what all of this kind of started about? Like election fraud, misappropriation of campaign funds within the state, yada, yada, yada. It's like you're accusing somebody of what you're standing trial on. Also, something else that came about in the case, one of the witnesses that took the stand against Fani Willis was a former friend or associate, and she confirmed, to the best of her recollection, that they had been in a relationship of some sort since 2019, 2020. The friend took the stand, and she was asked, about the relationship. Later on in the trial, Fani was asked about the nature of her relationship, and she kind of talked around in circles, and it's just, it's not looking good. Like the case that they were trying to bring against Trump in the state is falling apart.
Amazon Prime is getting sued because they're trying to charge niggas extra $3 to have commercial-free streaming. But like, that was the whole point of their platform, to be commercial-free. Or that was the whole point of the Prime. It was like you get next day shipping and, commercial-free streaming. Shout out to the people that's willing to sue, because I just wasn't gonna pay the $3. I was just, give me some commercials. I don't care. Commercials give me time to go to the bathroom or like check my phone, look at a TikTok. You're not scaring me into I need commercial-free streaming. No, you're never gonna get me with that. That's just never gonna happen. Suck it. And folks on a Delta flight had maggots follow them. I don't know where the maggots came from. I don't know if there was a dead body or rotten flesh somewhere on a Delta flight. I just know Delta flights, these passengers had maggots following them. The passengers was compensated 8,000 miles, a hotel, and a $30 meal voucher. They was headed from Atlanta to Miami, and apparently that's 50,000 miles. So these niggas didn't even get compensated enough miles to take the actual trip that they were on again. That's like if you paid somebody $100 for a product and they gave you some bullshit, and they were just like, I bet we're gonna compensate you $5 and I'm gonna buy you some McDonald's. bitch, that's not what I want. I want my money back. And I don't ever want to experience this again. But you know, businesses. But that's funny to like not even like refund the trip or compensate for that specific trip. They just 8,000 miles. It almost sounds like that's like a generic response. No matter what would have happened, that was gonna be their response. Like that's just their go-to like troubles on a flight care package. And I think that's crazy in itself. And now on to the Y'all Hiring segment. Chef Lonnie G is a vegan chef. He operates out of like the southeastern region. This man can cook almost any vegan meal. I haven't seen this stuff. It looks good. He rarely does like the faux meat. Like he'll do some stuff with tofu, but you're not really gonna see him do like it's fake chicken and buffalo steak, you know, stuff like that. Like he's not doing the weird stuff. He just takes vegetables and cooks them. He's OG vegan. Vegetables, lentils, and other, you know, naturally grown things, and broccoli. Because, you know, broccoli is a man-made vegetable. But yeah, Lonnie gonna take care of you. He gonna make sure you're eating good, healthy. He gonna make sure you're eating right. Make sure you're eating the things you're supposed to be eating at the times you're supposed to be eating them. So go ahead, meal prep with him. Hire him for an event. Hire him to be a private caterer, chef, you know, all that. If you got a special event coming up, you just want to eat healthier, let him get at you. Or get at him. Mother of Fun is the person that created the aprons and the chef hat for Diesel Savory. So if you need anything custom made, any types of shirt, aprons, cruise events, any type of like, you know, shirt, hat, combo, pants, sweats. She also did like the mama-daughter joints. So yeah, if you need anything custom made, any custom outfits like that, anything specially put on a t-shirt, get at her, let her know Dre sent you, and you might get a discount. Day One Cellars is a wine company, California wine made for friends by friends. So it's, you know, it's FUBU, but wine. But don't compare that with the actual, you know, for us by us, not the whole brand that is FUBU, although FUBU was pretty big. We're not gonna disrespect FUBU. But yeah, Day One Cellars is a, you know, I guess a family-owned wine company by one family, one big homie that was just like, yo, I really like wine, so I'm gonna go ahead and bless my people and make it. But you got it on shelves, so it's hitting it's Detroit. So yeah, so he got it on shelves, so you know it's all certified, it's all good. It ain't no dude selling it out of his basement, out of his cellar. Nah, this is real wine being produced and made and put in stores. So shout out to my man. He out here doing big things. Go ahead and get you some black-owned wine. If you are or know somebody that owns a black business, let me know. Let me know a week in advance if you got some special deals coming up so I can promote you. Other than that, you know, see you next week. Bye.